Why are we sus? Hello. Hello, Nayu. Hello, Jordan. Why sus? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday. It's Friday. Hope everyone is doing wonderfully well. Yeah, I'm a bit late. I'm sorry. And I also changed. It's Friday. It is Friday. I've changed the ad settings, so for anyone who's getting ads, they shouldn't get ads now for another hour. I hope. Boo, say something positive about yourself. I'm a cat. Hello. Hello, Yeel. Hope you're doing well. How's the sketching going? The drawing, the inking. I'm trying to get my can of Monster open, but it's fighting me. Is that positive? Yes. The thing is, ads before were like super random. Middle in conversation. The classic white monster, you are incorrect. It is a blue one. But that's what keeps us powered. Keeps us powered. Wow. Keeps us powered through this. Yeah, we're gonna work on this. I've never met a wolf that's a cat. I'm not a wolf. I'm a cat. A true cat. Meow. Everyone, hello. Yes. Meow. She's confused. Don't worry. Like people are like as if I'm like a grandma. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The bags under your eyes tell a different story. I'm just tired. Constantly tired. Because everything is happening. But yeah, I've been. It sounds bad to phrase it like this, but I've been digging out art corpses. If that makes sense. I have not finished the Evernight drawing yet, but that's only just a little bit to do. I just need to get the last thing to do this. So I'm took out what's still in work in progress art corpses. Yeah. We took out what's still in work in progress, and it was this one. And I actually really wanted to finish this. I think this will be great. Meow, meow. She meows because she's bilingual. I can awoo and I can meow. I can do both, but I'm not a wolf. I'm a cat. So that's the plan. Just continue working. This red lines are feedback lines I got. So I made. So we're gonna work on this a little bit. And still, I only understand kitty. Yeah, that's not bad because I'm a cat, so you can't understand me. Don't worry me if you say it's so wolfy. I'm not wolf. We love the plan resurrecting the dead. Yes, we are resurrecting the dead art. We are basically an artomancer. Can you say that? Is that a word? Kinda, maybe. But I think this can look good. I just need to really get the base down, and then we're gonna start painting. And see if it becomes anything that I imagine it to be. Probably not, but maybe it will be cool still. That's how you get zombies. Yeah. The fun thing about language is just you get to kind of just make up words sometimes. I mean, you can just slam every word together in German and it works. Kinda. So I do this in English too, and people who are like native English speakers will be like, you can't. That's not how it works. It's not a word. But yeah, it's about communicating, not about being right, right? So as long as people know what I'm trying to say, everything's good. Sock trousers! Sock trousers! Anyone who speaks German, do you know what I mean with sock trousers? Sup. Another self-portrait? No, this is not me. Leggings, no. Hello, Fallen. Hope you're doing well, and hope everyone is doing well. This is not me. Oh, you mean the photo. Oh, I wish. I wish I would be so cool. I wish. It's sock trousers in Swedish too. It's not leggings, it's Strumpfhosen. So if you translate, or if you want to translate them literally, it's like 100%, like it's sock trousers. It's stockings. Is that the Inami in the corner of the screen? It is. I was testing stream and I was just giant because I had VTube Studio on the wrong screen. Hello, Doris. Yeah, that's 100 image of you in my head. Ah, I'm looking very cool. That's good. But yeah, we're just gonna work on this. Fix a few things. And as I said, I think we should just start painting this actually. I think that will be more efficient then. It's not trying to overthink everything. We go with the flow. Yes, the wolf girl. I'm not a wolf girl. Stockings is like leggings. But leggings are... leggings don't have feet. You're so right. I'm not a wolf. No! Meow! Like, you know what I mean with the difference? Okay, for me and leggings and stockings, the thing stockings is a different kind of fabric and also it involves the feet. You're not a girl! No, I'm not. So my leggings with feet are stockings? I think so. At least in my world. Maybe I'm wrong. If you want us to call you a wolf girl, don't reward us for it. Stream. But cat. I'm not rewarding anyone. This is all in your mind. But yeah. And since I thought about it, like maybe we do 1 week of a little bit of a spooky atmosphere streaming. I was thinking about which game we could play. And I actually have, I think, found what we could play. It's Little Nightmares 3. Little Nightmares 3 comes out today. Or came out today. I don't know if it's released yet. And I think that's super nice and atmospheric spooky, but not like, you know. I have to ask, why does your art always include cigarettes? This art does not include cigarettes, it's just the reference. This art has no... I don't know. They have a specific aesthetic, okay? I happily accept this reward, ill-advised though it may be. Guys, I have a solution. She's just seeing herself right. What? I see the word cat 3 times. I see 0 wolves. See? I'm a cat. Because I don't allow her to smoke. That is correct. Smoking is bad. We don't smoke. What happened if thoughts... What happened? I thought they said they're done with the game. I don't know. But they bring it like today. Little Nightmares 3 gets released. So I'm thinking this is like super nice and atmospherical. And we play 1 and 2. I was going to say I don't remember your tipping smokers when we hang out. No. No, I'm not allowed to smoke. Because cigarettes would be cool if they weren't for the cancer and the permanent headaches. I didn't ever have headaches when I was smoking, but you know, it's still bad. We don't do that. Would I smoke if I were single? Probably. But I don't. Yeah. Also, I do in all thing I do think no glasses very sad. You gotta redeem them if you really want glasses. Yeah, no kids. I would smoke. They already I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, you gotta redeem that. And it's like, I did. And I just ignored it. I haven't linked it yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I haven't linked them to VTube Studio yet. I do have to do it manually. I didn't pay attention. No! It was an accident. Yeah, the aesthetic of cigarettes is very cool. They're just very, very bad. Um, that's what it is. That will probably change at some point, I assume. Isn't it mandatory for catgirls to have glasses? No. We should hook the spray reading up to an actual spray. What? No. What a strange redeem. Spray bottles don't work on wolves. Have you ever sprayed a wolf or a dog with water? I'm pretty sure it will help. It works. It works for humans too. Like, imagine if someone's just, spray bottle on your face. It's just not true. You can also spray a dog. Yeah. Depends on the dog. Sure. I mean, you also have cats that don't care. Obviously, but. Thanks for the hydrate and the stretch. My dog will love being sprayed, but just in summer. Like eating the water, like, unfortunately, cigarettes are too ingrained in German aesthetic. I don't know. I think it's just they were. I think they just were still a thing. Maybe it's just because I'm old. But they were still a thing when I grew up in being an aesthetic for cool. I don't know if that changes. I think that changes over time because less and less people are smoking, right? Now vaping is the new shit. But it does not have the same vibe. I thought it was a French aesthetic. We're nothing compared to the French, okay? And everyone is like, what is... Why French? You know, I've been around Germany many places. Yeah. They can look water is for the mouth. No. They don't look cool. Vaping is so uncool. They're still cool. Fire is always cool. Do you know what's the most common vending machines I've seen? Yeah, cigarettes. You only buy your cigarettes on vending machines. I mean, sure, if you're like already at the gas station, you get them there. But that's the only thing you can buy 24/7, basically. Other than that, vending machines are not very in here. Like, no one's really using them. They are also, to be fair, mostly broken. Everything that gives you drinks or food and is a vending machine is most of the time just broken. Cigarette machines first and then eggs. That's true. There's a lot of egg vending machines now and they are awesome. My cats hate the spray bottle. My cats would like when you have that and it's like, no, I go away. Help. They hate water. Produce, hello. Okay, where did I put the color on? Yeah, but maybe it's just me being old, but yeah, like the cigarette aesthetic was still or is still ingrained. Even though it's so bad. Like I hate like the lady that lives below us smokes on her balcony and it like when we have the windows open, it's like in our house. It's so bad. Like not house, our apartment, it's so bad. It stinks so much. But you don't smell it that much if you're not smoking yourself, right? Egg, really? Yeah, there's egg vending machines. There's I don't know why they came up, but in the last few years, egg vending machines like um just like, egg farmers, is it egg farmers in English? I don't know. They would just take their eggs, put them in a vending machine and then you can buy them anywhere in the city or anywhere. That's how it works. I mean, what's more iconically German than a scene girl smoking a discotheque at 1 a.m.? That sounds very much that you have been to Berlin. Like Aki's Village has two places to spend money: the hotel restaurant and an egg product shop that's open 24/7. I mean, eggs are important. You're on a tour through Ontario, have fun. Chicken farmers, the eggs are the produce. Chicken farmers, the eggs are the produce. Okay, so you say chicken farmers, but they actually sell the eggs. Yeah, but that's how it works here. Like they put them into vending machines now. I don't know how this came up. I don't know why this is such a thing. Maybe because people want Sundays eggs and everything is closed on Sunday. Or they were just like, can just put them in there. There's really nothing why I shouldn't do this. I don't know. There's some forest, Mrs. I play Mario Kart DS to pass the time. Have fun. Oh. I am so sad that Zeribot is so efficient now. Zeribot is instantly blocking people that are most likely spammers. But I don't see the great messages anymore. I can buy the best viewers everywhere. Sold the eggs at an ostrich farm I went to recently. Ooh. Speak for yourself, fool. I farm eggs. The chicken are the product. Oh no. That sounds bad. Okay, we'll see how much progress we're making today. Oh my. But yeah, it's true. I can make more money selling directly to the market over selling to a different place to sell them for you. Probably true. 90s Berlin was like that. Last period of Germany was culturally relevant in Sweden. After that, it was almost exclusively US influences. Interesting. I just think like, especially the smoking and scene girl is today a very Berlin vibe. Like, is it Berlin or Berlin in English? Berlin. Um, and then you go to the club and like be there and techno for 3 days and rave and stuff. At least that's like the stereotype, like the vibe. I'm sorry about the US influences. Don't worry, the 90s was the last time Germany was culturally relevant in Germany. Oh, we have a lot of US influence, yeah. But that's fine. There's there's cool stuff. And there's not so cool stuff. It's fine. It's German, so however you say it, the way it is. I try to put it into like the English because the English. God. I put it into English because it's very weird just saying German words while you're in the flow of English. And because it's like it's very weird and I get out of the flow and talking in English, then there's more German words that come in here and there everywhere. They're just coming back. Do I need to whip out the English? I don't even know how Frankenstein? Frankenstein. But I think the most interesting vending machine I saw was a fish vending machine. Very interesting. Honestly, the 80s was the last time Sweden was culturally relevant to Sweden. Yeah, there is still cultural relevance. It's just getting all mixed up. That's fine. We like it. We take just the best of everything, and then it'll be nice. You know? Frankenstein. Nosh. That sounds horrific. A fish vending machine? Why? If it's cooled? If it's just a refrigerator and then just flops out? I mean, I guess it's packaged, but I assume the fish farmer fisher whoever does the fish is right next to it, so they'll like clean it up every day, you know. But I've never seen a fish vending machine before, no. But to be fair, I don't like fish, so it's I wouldn't have recognized probably. Am I even drawing on the right layer? Which layer am I? I'm not. Am I? Which layer I'm drawing right now? Okay, I do draw on the right layer. Okay, good. Fish vending machine. I imagine the fish just flop out, you know, not packaged, nothing, just like when you get it and like it pulled like forward and like flunch. There's an ice cream vending machine relatively close to us, actually. Is there? Oh, is it at the tailor? Where's the redeem to add another unnamed player? I think that'd be a fun redeem. No, I have enough. In other news, I had a doctor's appointment yesterday to get the blood work drawn for tests. Nice. And I have a call scheduled with a private company next week to get set up for HRT. Nice. So almost ready. Fish. Do you all like fish sticks? I don't like fish. Almost in need. Congratulations on your upcoming gender juice of whatever flavor. That's an interesting way to say it. Your preferable flavor. Your actual flavor? How you would say it? I don't know. Dang. No, I'm like really not a fan of anything that comes out of water. Like in a way to eat it. Uh I know it took so long to draw that shoe and now we're gonna yoink it. But that's okay. Let's put this away. Oh, there's on another layer. Dang, my joke. Thwarted. I'm sorry. I'm getting feminims. Titty skin. You don't like seafood? Wolf? What? No. And for your drinks? Oh, that's great. I'm sorry, I didn't get your joke, Heel. I don't get jokes. That's the age. That's what. Also, the sea is so giving. We love that the sea provides, and we love that everything in the sea can live, and I don't have to eat it. You know? Okay. If I draw the leg like this, it will look a bit short, but we'll figure it out. Putting two characters into relation to each other is so difficult. Especially since this character, she like Shemei is smaller than her. And I need to make it look still good. I'm not good with that. Y'all ever heard of a cat that doesn't like fish? Yes, my cats. Stereotyping. Like mice and cheese. Yeah. I rest my case. Also me. I'm a cat and I don't like fish. I should just merge all these layers, honestly. I put them all on different layers because I was like, oh no, what if I make one character and then I mess up? Then then I erase it and draw it again. It will be fine. Dang, you bad influence on your cat. They're turning into a wolf. Oh, one of our cat is more a corgi than anything. Truly, just merge. Now Aki just needs to do some research about questions she asked in regards to saving some of the swimmers before I can start chemically making myself infertile, just in case we actually want to have our own kid one day. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah, just merge everything and we're fine. Honestly, just this I can't merge, but the rest will be merging. We're reducing the names of layers. I mean, you can get it like you can get it stored, right? But I think it's kind of expensive, isn't it? If you do it for like, if you have to remove your balls through cancer, then I think insurance is paying for it. But other than that, I think you need to pay for it privately. But that's just my think. I feel at some point that character does. I feel I've seen that character. I've seen that as a character design at some point. I cannot read. I'm so sorry. Some manner of Catman with lycanthropy. That is the last of the TMI. Yes, it can be stored. Yeah, I just think it's kind of. It's not. It's kind of expensive. I think. But I don't know. I can tell you that this leg is too small now. That is what I can say. I understand. Apply a transformation, yes. Okay, let's make it different. I have an idea. This will be a lot of trying out, I'm sorry. I wanted to prepare a bit better so I can just, like, you know, draw, but no, this will be involve a lot of thinking. But it will be looking good. Be right back. Bye, heel. Whatever you're doing, hope it goes well. Also, Fallen, how was your charity jogging run marathon? It's not a marathon. It wasn't a marathon, but like, you know. You said you do like a charity thing. How did it work out? Catman with lycanthropy. I don't know. Good. Interesting post. Thank you, Killer Shark. It will be fine. We'll just need to figure out how to put them together. Hope you're doing well. Good. Both kids almost ran 2 miles. Nice. An Inami's throwing stream with a lot of more thinking and talking than lines. I would never imagine. Hey, I'm super fast drawing. No, super fast is not right. But I'm super fast, like way faster than I was before drawing when I'm not talking, though. They had fun and it wasn't too bad weather-wise. Nice. But 2 miles, that's a lot. And that they had fun is very important. So they are like, oh yeah, we could do this again. It's nice. Good experience. That's good. Thank you for the save. We hate running? No, running is fine. I just need to do it again. I had a really low mental episode the last few weeks. And I didn't do any exercise, obviously, even though I knew it would make me feel better. And now I'm completely out of everything. I need to start again. And I wanted to do it before stream, but what I did was just lying in bed. Inami, can I get two random words? Uh, eh, shoe and ball. Love swimming. I'm such a bad swimmer. I mean, I can swim, but I'm really not good at it. What do the two words do now? What are you doing with the wonderful words balls and shoe? I set up password for customers. I see. I understand. And they have to change it anyway. Makes sense. But I want to get back into like exercising because I know I'll feel better and it's good for me. I just need to get back into routinely doing it. But every time you stop starting again, it's like, you know, you realize the progress you've lost because it's deteriorating. Your stamina, your strength. It's just all be like, oh no, well, no, we didn't need it, so we didn't keep it. Two words for nefarious purposes. Oh god, I was right. Customers are evil. What? You need to be bigger. But yeah. Um no, I need to start being healthier again. But I ordered food like we ordered food yesterday and I ordered pasta with tomato sauce because I love pasta Napoli. It's just nice. I really, really like it. Problem is, I can't eat tomatoes. I am dying if I eat tomatoes. And I was dying. But it was very tasty. All customers are evil. If you have ever shopped anywhere or require service, I hate you. No, sometimes customers are fine. But yeah, in more general things, most of them are kind of complicated. Because people are just waltzing in and thinking, everyone has to treat them like the world revolves around them. And it's like, no, not really. Tomato algae. Tomatoes are not good enough to keep doing that. Tomatoes are great. It's not, yeah, tomatoes. Maybe I have a tomato allergy actually. It's like the histamine, like it's not only tomatoes, but like tomatoes are by far the worst. And my mouth itches, and I had tomato pasta with tomato, and I had tomato avocado bread Tiv made me in the morning because we had that in a cafe we were in our vacation. It was so good. Like it was bread on top arugula and then tomatoes and then an fried egg and had avocado like a cream. It's cream paste. It's so good, so tasty, and so bad for me. But it was so good. Yeah, I wouldn't really hurt myself over tomatoes either. Just switch to a different sauce. Do you know tomatoes are great? I love tomatoes. to poison you with tomato avocado bread. Blink twice if you need help. No, I asked him to. It's fine. This was consensual poisoning. It's different. It's the same thing as I keep buying chocolate, although I shouldn't eat it. It's like me feeding Aki chicken. Is Aki allergic to chicken? And he's like, no, it'll be fine. It's fine. I swear. And then it's suffering. And you'll be like, do you really think that's such a smart idea? And the answer is no, it's absolutely not a smart idea, but I want it. Is mildly allergic to chicken. I've never said ever that I am a smart being. But I really love tomatoes. I just can't eat them. Like I can, but you know. Okay, let's put this leg here. The idea of moving the leg was to make them more... Fuck, wrong layer. To make them look more together. If that makes sense. So they are connected more in like an image-wise. But fish will kill her. It's almost Glühwein season. I'm also not allowed to drink that. That's true. But we mean almost. You can... It's cold enough. You can make... But they didn't put it out yet, did they? It's just we have gingerbread everywhere now. It's October. So gingerbread time. Because Christmas is right around the corner, I guess. And Glühwein will come soon. I love that in every supermarket I've ever bought, it's... What is mulled wine in English? They always put them out in like... Can I critique the leg? Not yet. It's not done. I'm just talking. I will... You can critique it later. For now, it's not... Nothing here is right. Mulled wine is Glühwein. Yes. Mulled wine. And it's... I forgot what I want to say. Yeah, they put it out like in these big pallets things everywhere I grew up, at least. So like where I'm... They put it up in like pallet things and they then don't even dust it off. You know it's the thing from last year. Or the year before. Doesn't matter. It's not gonna go bad. And it's like full of dust and no one takes like a cloth and puts it off. And I think that's beautiful. That's just how it's supposed to be. No. But I get really, really bad heartburns from mulled wine. Okay, I ask if I want to know the size. I want to know if the thigh is gonna get fixed. This one. We gotta fix a bit of stuff here. I think my problem is what the problem is that the height difference of those both characters. So I didn't fix anything here because I probably make all of the upper body in plus this a bit smaller, and if I fix it now, then I'll have to draw it again. And I'm lazy. Thank God I don't have any allergies so far. I love eating. I mean, it's just how you say this, there's no problems, there's just challenges. Like people in like economy settings and they're like, oh, in your workplace there is no problems, there's just challenges you can overcome, whatever. And It's just that, yeah, it's so small. Yeah, I know. It is not the right, it's not the right thing right now. I'm just trying to get these things here sorted out. One thing at a time. You can develop them as you get older. I will not. I simply will not get any older. You don't necessarily get them though. There is no you will get. Tiff also doesn't have any food allergies. So no worries. And you're almost the same age. Okay. Let me think. I need to find a reference for suit shoes at some point. As I understand it, it will be developing cravings for pickles. Getting older? I thought like pickles and Nutella is just like a pregnancy thing. So how do we do this? I think she's still too big. I think that's why I didn't want to merge the layers. I think I remember my thought process why I didn't want to merge this. Also, I drew on the wrong fucking layer. Great. So I could change the size of things. Sometimes I should trust what I'm doing beforehand. No, apparently trans femmes on HRT develop cravings for pickles. You gotta tell us your experience then. If you're like, when you're like took them a while and you like, it has started. It has started. The pickles are coming. I mean, it's not a bad indicator for things working, I guess. So I don't know if that's true. Probably that's bullshit. Talking about Nutella, Daddy Yoda does. Oh, we had this. D. I think you summoned Aki with this at some point. I say D Nutella. I think we have this conversation, yes. Everyone speaking German knows what this is about. And hates me, probably. I think in like officially it's now everything. You can say all of it to it. I think. I think there's no more right or wrong version of this, I think. Speaking of conversations we've probably had before, and German, I meant to ask. Is there a diminutive suffix in German? Once I've figured out what that is, I'm gonna tell you. Like Spanish ito. Oh! You wait. You mean like when you make something cute, or wait? I'll still look it up. Yes, a dog in Spanish is perro, and a little dog is a perrito. When you make something small, yes, you can say line or cien. You can put onto a word cien or a line. So that's I do we use that often? I think so. Messed up inamischen. Yeah. I would say I that's my like one of my old usernames would be Inaline. Messed up, wished we had definitive suffix. So I would do that. Innerchen doesn't it does work, it does work. Ein Traum, ein Träumchen, ein Baum, ein Bäumchen. Ein Becherchen. All of that would work. Tickler Bungus, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, hello. That is a cursed first message. Welcome in. Afrikaans has it. Yeah. But yeah, we have that. I don't. It's Shenok line. I don't think there's a different one. It's bludge, Bobby. I see. I see. You do kind of roll over in the same cutesy way. What? What? Roll over what? But yeah, we do have that. Xian. Mm. Yeah, are the most common suffixes. Huh. I was just thinking if you like really use that to make things cute. It for me it has a very old thing. Like for older people to say. I don't know if that's true though. I don't think so. Or like in fairy tales for some reason. I felt I associate with that fairy tales. Um but maybe that's just me. Probably that's just me because that's not really what it's used for. Need to change. The problem is if I angle this differently. The pronouns is like e and e. Oh, e. It's just a long I and e. I see. So, for anyone who doesn't know German, if you just write this next to each other, it's a long I and long E. Niemand. My problem is I don't know where the knee is now. And that's why this looks so fucked up. The moment the knee is unclear, everything is falling apart. But yeah, that's what's going on in German. I don't know. What was I talking before mulled wine? I don't remember, but it's not really important actually. Yeah. Yeah, for right, Little Nightmares 3 is coming out today, and I think this will be super nice. I have not yet found any spooky fairy tale stories for stream. I looked at it up a little bit, but I didn't find anything super interesting. Like interesting for me. Does anyone have anything that is preferably copyright free? I wish for like, creepy folkloristic stories that I have to practice to read, because to be fair, I cannot just read this stuff out loud without practicing it first. I think I'm just not liking the vibe. Like, it's not anatomically correct, but I also don't like the vibe with what they're. I think it's. I know what he means with it brings the thing together, but it's not having the same sass. Or like an actual story to read. Yeah, like an actual story to read. So the I was thinking, because I didn't plan any Spooktober or anything this year, but I was thinking that the last week of October we could make like a little spooky week. And the idea would be we play a spooky game, which would be Little Nightmares. And and the other idea is to like have like a campfire stream, where I'm just like reading, we're just reading some spooky stories. That it shouldn't be like, not like I don't know, 300 pages of whatever, but like, a little fun thing. That could be. I thought it may be fun to do that. And it would finally bring me to actually read some stuff out loud to get. I talked about this with Jordan and Chris, I think, the other day, that my English is not great, and I want it to be a bit better, and I also want to be like a bit clearer in speaking. So I should read stuff out loud in English, and I don't. Yeah. Fallen will mobilize the full force of the news to find you local folklore. Ooh. Stephen King short stories, he has a lot of good ones. The thing with those is I don't know if they're copyrighted. Like, my problem is that you can't just read out loud any stuff you want on stream without having maybe trouble. I don't know how law works in this regard. I guess it's not a problem if it's only on stream but not on a VOD. Maybe then it works, like unarchived karaoke streams. Because you're live streaming. Dude will let people make a movie for $1, so I think he's cool. The thing is, most artists are like, it's fine, but you don't know what Twitch thinks of it, right? Or YouTube or whatever. Okay, we're going back to the first idea because I like the first idea more. But hey, we tried it out. Oh yeah, also, do you get a message for anyone who's not subscribed? Do you get a message that there will be a ad in like a minute? I have put the ads on 1 per hour, but then for 3 minutes. So we're gonna take a break. And I can actually stretch and don't die. But yeah, we make a quick break time where I stand up and not not die for 3 minutes. I mean, I'll stay here, but you know, I'm not drawing. Only you get that. Okay. Yeah. I thought it would be like there for everyone, but we have an ad in 10 seconds. It's a real thing, by the way. Any school project or amateur can pay him $1 to use of the stories. You and your mods. I see. So I'll be running around and stretching. I'll be right back. Wait. Is it running now? I'm so confused about Twitch ad. I wanted to run them manually, but I didn't know how. $20 are a really long time. The ad is still going. But I didn't have the patience to wait. What do you mean you get me free be right back ending? Of course there's like I could buy stuff, but I want to make it myself. And one day I'm gonna make my own stuff like a real streamer. Yeah, Google search says you can't read copyright books. Yeah, but the Grimm fairy tales are public domain. Most are interesting read. Yeah, I was there too. I thought about this. There's like one website that's Project Gutenberg. Don't know how to pronounce this in English. That has like public domain stuff. What happened to the Be Right Back sticky note? I yoinked it at some point by accident. It should be somewhere. It should be somewhere. I don't know where though. It is somewhere in the depths of my folders on my PC. Um, there's a website with public domain. The thing is, I didn't want to just, just read grim fairy tales. I wanted to be like, I don't know, maybe there's like more from more. One thing I wanted to do for a while is like just reading things out loud, and especially fairy tales would like be thing. Um, and like record them, and I was like thinking maybe I could like do like once a week story reading stream, but I feel stupid. I don't know why. It's such a like I am talking the whole time, right? I have no problem reading stuff in games, but I like reading and out stories out loud. I don't know. I feel bad, and I don't know why. This is all not how I want it. Reading out loud is embarrassing, so I get it. I don't know why though. It shouldn't be. Like, I read out dialogue in games, and it's fine. But yeah, I really think I should do this because I think it will improve how I talk in general in English. Maybe even in German, but I don't want to read out loud in German. You should read The Cremation of Sam McGee because I memorized it 12 years ago and still in my head. Okay, we're making a note. Where's my notebook? I have a notebook actually. Like all of the things get on here right now. The Cremation of Sam McGee. What is it about? And is it long? I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm coughing today. Ugh. But yeah, I should be stop whining about, oh god, I'm too afraid to do this and just do it because usually it's not that bad. You know, it will be fine. And maybe we can make it like fun and a little bit atmospherical and a small event. Just a small one. A themed week. Also, Fallen, you asked if in Hollow Knight someone tried to flirt with us. You missed it. But yeah, someone did. It was beautiful. Did you reject them? Yes. I don't know where this is. I made a clip of what's happening next. Can watch that. But someone wanted to call us Nectar Sweet, and Hornet was not convinced. Think your answer was you shall address me by my name or you don't. I think that was the answer. kind of smooth line. I'm kind of unhappy that I erased everything I did earlier and only to make it again. And I have saved, I can't even go back. Also, the soundtrack we're listening to today is Expedition 33, Clair Obscur, Obscure Expedition 33. I really want to play that game. But first we're gonna play Silk Song, then we're gonna play Little Nightmares, and then we're gonna start Expedition 33. I don't know if this will be the only game we're streaming at that point though, because I think it's pretty long. But that's another of those games. I saw Eisen play it and wanted to play it, and also there's one of those games where the music convinces me to play it. I don't know if other people have that, but like if the music in a game is good and then I look at it and it's like not a, I don't know, a type of game where like I'm not gonna play this, I'm gonna play a game just because of the music. And I think this music is pretty amazing. It's a very nice atmosphere. And I've heard people play the game, or like when people finish the game, they were like, "Yeah, now I'm emotionally empty." I played Borderlands because of the trailer song. Yeah, it's fair. And Borderlands has at least the first two ones have a great vibe. I didn't play the third one, so I can't tell how that was. I remember I played Borderlands back in the days on PlayStation. That when I was still console player because I didn't know how to make a good PC. And we had a console. I was so turned off by the art style, but thank God I played. So fun. I think the art style is really iconic though. Like there is Borderlands 4 is out now, right? That came out like not too long ago. And I felt like they really made everything super smooth. Like because Borderlands is like the art style is like the thick outlines and like the comic style, right? And they did that on the old games, and the new game is so smooth. They still have it, but if it feels for me, it feels way too smooth. Iconic, yes, but day one, I was like, nope. That was me with pixel games for a very long time. Now I really, really like pixel art, but I really disliked it at first. I didn't play any game that had pixel art. I was like, nah, don't like it. Not gonna play it. Now I think it's great. Didn't play Stardew Valley for a long time because it was pixel. Especially because it was before indie games, so most realistic graphics were all the hype. Yeah, I guess maybe that was yeah, that's fair. Yeah. The indie scene got really, I don't know, more interesting and more just trying to be what they are in the last few years. I'm a really big fan of indie games. I play them more than I play AAA titles. I never play AAA. You know, the big ones. I don't know. Most of them are not super interesting, and most of them are really expensive now. And I'm like, oof, that's a lot of money. It was like, what is all this artistic shit in my game? Why is this happening? You gonna play Hades 2? I need to finish Hades 1. I've played it a bit, and then it just stopped. So I want to at some point, but I gotta finish the first one first. I've heard people playing it like a lot. Is it now out, no longer just testing, but like the full game? Honestly, you don't have to finish 1 to play 2. You made it to the final boss, right? Yeah, I made it to the final boss. Like, I only played it on stream, and we made it to the final boss, like, once. And then I never played it again. I never knew what the story was actually about. I guess you don't have to finish 1 to play 2, but, like, it feels wrong. Because I don't even know what's happening in the first one, and then play the second one. Weird. You made, yeah, it was released on 25th of September. Okay, so it was like full release now. I wasn't sure because I just saw a lot of people play it, but there was a phase where there was like the alpha or whatever, where also a lot of people played it. So I wasn't sure if this is now the actual time. God. I remember I said to draw on this forever last time. And I remember why. So we're gonna do this again. One day perspective shall work. So we have 3 massive games out this year contending for Game of the Year. Clair Obscur, Silk Song, and Hades 2. Huh. What's your favorite? What would you say is worthy of a Game of the Year? I never remember what's Game of the Year, so I don't really care. But what would your favorite be? And those are, in my opinion, the big names this year. Oh, then there is probably some game somewhere, like, I don't know, the Spider-Man game last year or the year before that I've never heard of. I've only played 1 out of 3 so far. Okay, so you only played Hades 2? I've only started playing Silksong. And I want to play like Expedition 33. As I said, I own Silksong, but I still need to play it. Have you finished the... Yeah, you finished. You practiced the Radiance fight, I remember. Didn't I say I don't want to sketch, like I should sketch loosely and then paint and it will be better? And now I'm like losing myself into like little details the whole time again. Why is this always happening? And I do want to look at Expedition 33. Nope, still need to pay the Radiance. Ah, I see. Okay. Good luck. It took me so long, but I did it in the end. I don't... So from how far I've played it, I don't think for me personally, Silksong would be a Game of the Year. It's great, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's that great. Is that an unpopular opinion? Probably. Hades 2, I haven't seen. I can't say anything to it. Expedition 33 looked amazing, and the music was amazing from what I've seen, and I heard the story is very interesting and very nice. And I think maybe okay, so I think for me personally, I think Expedition 33 should be it, just because it's not a second game of an already existing franchise, you know? Does it make sense? Or is it? Is it another game? Did I miss it? Is it also part like of a series? It's like a standalone, nothing before to build on. So I think almost that this would make for me the most sense, because Hades 2 and uh Silk Song is like a game a lot of people liked before, but just more of it. What do you mean you haven't heard of Expedition 1232? Ah, my bad. It's a brand new game by a brand new group of people. Yeah, I feel like, and for that, people really, really like. I've seen it everywhere for a while, and for all I've heard, people really enjoyed it. So give a less known title a game of the year. Maybe my opinion, but I don't know if the game of the year awards is an award for that, or if it's like an award. I don't really follow it, so I don't know. That I don't know if it's an award where you're like, oh no, this is about like mainstream popularity, right? Then obviously it wouldn't work for that. Well, I mean, considering the expeditions go into descending more like 99 to 34. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on, Rian. Ahoy, mateys! Hello, Black Wolf! Hope you're doing well. I've been losing myself in details once more. Even though I said we're just gonna make an outline and then paint, and I did not do that. Hope you're doing well. I have some context without spoilers. So the only thing I know about it, for seeing a little bit of Eisen playing it, is there is a big tree thing, and there is the paintress living there, who's painting a number every year, and it gets lower and lower. And every person above that number, whose age is above that number, is dying. That is, I think, the only thing I know about the game. And then Eisen was fighting a big lady, puppet lady that is dancing and is the pinnacle of emotion. I have no idea what that means though. That was the only thing I got, and then I was like, yeah, no, I can't continue watching this, because then I'll spoil myself, and this looks like something I actually want to play. So that's all the context I have. Hope you're doing well, Black Wolf. I don't know if he said that. Um, that's all I know. And the music is awesome. That is also what I know. And it's round-based combat from... Oh, fuck, I merged the layers. I forgot again. What could possibly go wrong when you merge things? Yeah, no, this is on the list we're gonna stream and play and experience together. Also, I talked about this on Monday, I think, or last week. I don't know. I really want to start a new RimWorld run. but I never finished them. But they're so fun. You know. Oh, Cannibal Town. We never been actual cannibals. We were a pain is virtue, female supremacy, blindness is valuable colony, I think. Yes, we were. Yeah. I think we were we were like living in the dark. It was a colony full until we got the cleaning sorted out, full of vomit and shit for quite some time. Yes, we were. We ate everyone. We didn't have anything against eating people, but it was not necessary. There's a difference. The expeditions are the people of the age of the numbers going to stop the painters in hopes of saving those younger than them from having to worry about it again. That makes sense. So, no, we were like cannibal, like a real cannibal tribe would be, you know, people actually needing human flesh. But we didn't need it. We just like, when there was a raid and they died, you're not gonna let this food get to waste, obviously. That would be wasteful, and we are crash landed on a ship on a planet. Can't do that. I love RimWorld. This is just the fucked up shit that only happens in RimWorld. Also, I cut off her fingers. Put them back in. Okay. But yeah, yeah, a RimWorld run would be a bit fun. Would be funny, but we could like sort that out like RimWorld and Expedition 33 because as I said, I think Expedition 33 is a pretty long game. Also, I could just move this here, and then I would actually see what I'm doing. So it wouldn't be too bad to have like a rim because RimWorld runs also, except if you're dying pretty quickly. Obviously, it's a commitment. Runs usually take some time. But I don't think I don't have the old colony anymore, so we gotta re-establish a new one. Also, with the new DLC, we can have like a spaceship and something. So that could be nice. Could also like flee from the robots. That would be also an interesting playthrough. Because that's the new scenario. The new basic scenario is you messed up and you were on a space station of the mechanoids, and they said, like, I think your ship crashes and you go onto a station of the mechanoids by accident, and they think you're attacking them, and then they're tracking you. So it forces you to jump with your ship from tile to tile, so the mechanoids are not getting you. And apparently they're like, you can't win against them, and at least not in the beginning. You really gotta prepare. That's a new scenario. And that sounds like kind of fun. But I would probably not have a Twitch integration thing working this time. People can still become colonists in the colony, but I will just be like, tell me in chat if you want to be a colonist. Eat robot. I don't think we can. I don't know if there is a possibility to eat the robots in game. The thing is, you jump from tile to tile, but that means you can still be raided by things you can eat, right? You can make a redeem for this is my pawn now. Yeah, yeah, something like this. I did like making out my character. Yeah. No, I still want people to become a character, but the whole Twitch integration thing I think is not like it's too crash heavy, and like I can just name the pawns. It's unbalanced. Yeah, it's very unbalanced. And I think like being a pawn and telling the story is working out very well uh with like just a general, and either you like be like just tell me that you want to be, and I'm like, okay, we have a new colonist, someone can have it now, or um or we make like a, yeah, like a redeem, this is my pawn now. And you know what we could do? You can have permanent pawns, and then there's the group pawn that changes like names every time someone redeems. This is my pawn now. It's like everyone can be this guy once. You could do that. Yeah, something like this. So that's kind of the next game plan. I don't have any other games. Oh, I have Ender Lily still on the in my library actually. It's not even on the wish list. I bought this. And Ender Lilies is also very atmospheric and very nice from what I've heard. So we're gonna have to play that too. Um yeah, there's stuff to do. Stuff I can play. I'm motivated to play more games. Thanks for the lurk, Weird. Hope you have a good lurk. Good luck with your Friday evening. Hello to Aki if you're talking to Aki. Yeah, that's the thing. And obviously I gotta gotta draw more. That always. But I'm, yeah, like as Weird said earlier, we need a new starting screen. We need a maybe be right back screen. That would also be nice for like break. And like the whole thing. I want to have an like actual overlay again. Not necessarily for gaming, because I think in gaming it's like in the way a lot most of the time. They're just something like on the bottom of the screen. But I want to have it like, you know, wooden with like leaves or something. Oh yeah, this looks awful. Like, you know, like I have like a vision to make all of this look a bit comfy, cozy, bit rundown. That's kind of what I imagine for this. You know, it should like have that in like kind of medieval in vibes. Not really medieval, but like a place in like a street where you usually wouldn't go. That kind of vibe, if that makes sense to anyone. But then it's actually super comfy. Like a secret tip. Don't know if that makes sense, but that is what I'm imagining. And obviously new emotes. We really need new emotes. But I'm so hesitant to commission anything of this because I want to do it myself. Like I can do it myself. I know I can, and it just needs a lot of time. All of this, right? So I need to do one thing after another. You got this? Yeah, yeah, we got this. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not. I just feel a bit bad for being a bit slower because I think I don't know. I feel bad for not doing all of the stuff earlier. I still do. I feel like I've neglected, especially the visual of this channel, like a little bit, and it's very sad. So we're gonna make it pretty and comfy now. I don't know if comfy, but we'll make it pretty. just doing that. But at the same time, I need a long time to think of these things, and then I gotta design these, and then everything will be maybe coherent. I have a good idea for a setting, because I mean, like my raid thing was before. But what was my message? What I said when I get raided? When I said hello. I'm Minami. I'm a part-time Yakuza part-time streamer, and I'm a cat. I can obviously no longer say that because I'm not a Yakuza anymore. We have put that away. Okay, we'll make her pretty. Don't worry about it. This looks very too far down. I am Minami, a confused wolf who thinks she's a cat. No! I'm Minami. I am a cat. Don't believe what anyone else is trying to tell you. I am a cat. And I'm not confused. So how are you doing now? I don't know if I asked this. Hope you're doing well. How's your bathroom shelves going? Are they built? Did they work out as planned? I built both on Wednesday. Okay, so it did work out. Nice. I'm no longer hangry. Nice, nice. So we're making progress, making progress. That's good. If I would have fucked up my food order. Oh no. What did you get instead of your order? Or didn't you get anything? Did it just not deliver? Oh, once our order at one restaurant just got lost. I don't know why, and we waited for like over 2 hours. And then we called them, and they were like, "Oh wait, what?" I will send someone over super quickly, and then we got like double the dessert. That was very nice. Because they felt bad, because I think they just lost it. Like, lost a ticket somewhere. And then we got a big, big thing dessert. Bite them. I waited almost 2 hours for food, and then I had to call the restaurant because they found out only has the chatbot now. Well, they canceled it because they didn't have the planted chicken for my vegan pizza. But if I just showed me the order, oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's yeah. Like they were like, yeah, we don't have it. We cancel the order, and you were like waiting. Wrote them angrily mail and now got a refund. Nice. Refund. And I think the restaurant we ordered over Lieferando back then was just, they were just missing, like lost it somehow. But they were super sweet on the phone then and were like, oh no, we will bring this over to you right away. And then we got double dessert. And then we were happy because it was very tasty. Thinking of what to do with the hand. If it will cover a lot of the face, we gotta put a lot of rings on it. I mean, that was the idea in the beginning too. So I ordered vegan durum via Volt in the way that I rage vacuum my flat. Oh god, I got a vacuum too. I was too lazy today. I'm gonna do that later. But now you got a clean flat. That's nice. Hmm. Need to put them closer together. I think. Okay, let's just start painting. When I sketch and put everything everywhere, I will overthink everything 1,000 times. So we're gonna start sketching. Oh, not sketching, painting, and then things will figure themselves out usually. So that's the plan. True, yeah. I am so happy I don't have any plans for this weekend. Last weekend was fun with like family and social time, but I I don't have any plans for this weekend, and that's awesome. Does anyone have any plans? I guess I need to clean, sure, but that's not that's not too bad. Okay. Let me see if I have the reference I'm looking for. I just need to think about the lighting, but the lighting for this is like on top and in front. Like, so it's like in a magazine. How would you make a photo for a magazine? Top and front, probably. Okay. I am an idiot. But yeah, happy you got your other food pretty quickly and were then happy with what you got. Wait. Are we still on the soundtrack or did YouTube Music kick us somewhere else? No. Okay, we're still on the soundtrack. Going to a birthday party. Birthday time. Is it a good birthday party or is it like a god that got to go to the birthday party? Old high school friend turning 40, so it's like we're doing a 40 birthday party. Nice, nice. Do you have something planned? Will it be something special or is it just like, hang out? I will delete layer 10 that has no name because there's nothing on it. I don't know why it exists. Is that one of the friends where you had like the big coat? We were talking about this the other day, right? Not sure his wife is planning, I see. But we are all going. Nice, nice. Wait, we make this different. God, no, I didn't want to go that back. I am today the pinnacle of structured what I'm doing. No different friend group. The code group I call the band because they're all in a metal band. I see. Okay, different group. Not the battle band, just other friend. There. I hope you have fun. I hope it will be a nice 40th birthday. Did you do something on yours? Did I forget what you did? Did you tell me? And I forgot, probably. I'm sorry. If we can get this... I will make this darker later again. Just need a good middle ground where to start. I hope I won't make it. Didn't do anything too hot. Oh no. So you gotta make something, you know. After your wife's recovered, is she feeling better now? She was sick, right, on Monday. Is she feeling better? No, on Wednesday. On Wednesday she was sick. I think my wife is disappointed I didn't because she wanted to do something, but I just hate the hassle. Also, people are just unreliable, cancel at the last minute of kind of thing. Oh no. Thanks for the hydrate and the stretch, Vido. I will hydrate and stretch. Hydration and stretch. She's still doing better, but she's still sick, but doing better. That's good. Please doing better. Yeah, the cancel 5 minutes before thing is sad. That is kind of unfortunate, really. Why am I getting sprayed, huh? I didn't even miss a redeem this time, I think. She said, and there's something on. It's for the glasses, so they stay clean. I see, so I can see. This will be our ground layer where we're gonna paint on, so we have the right color beneath. How are you doing, Vito? Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good Friday. Maybe you could do something nice for 40th birthday still. It doesn't need to be a party. You can just do something for you. If you didn't already. Maybe you already did that. Don't know, go... Why is the first thing that I think of is go bowling? I don't even like bowling. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to Friday. Maybe we will see. Ah, you're as good as celebrating your own birthday as I am. You know? Planning parties for others, no problem. Birthday, your own birthday, it's like, nah, I'm not gonna do anything. You know? Talking about parties, I have one this weekend. Ooh, party time. Bowling is fun though. Oh, bowling is fun. I can't do it anymore with my hands. And it's not necessarily the thing you do for yourself type to do something for yourself usually. You just go bowling with people, right? I can't like with my fingers. I can't keep the like hold the bowling ball anymore, which was really sad. I figured that out last year or this year because my older brother wanted to go bowling for his birthday, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then when we were there and I did it, I realized I my fingers just hurt, and I can't hold it anymore. Usually, I don't really have problems with the wrists and fingers anymore, but that's one thing I just can't do anymore, which is kind of sad. I probably have to train the finger muscles a bit and then it would work again, but you know, type of finger exercise. I actually have finger exercise things. It looks very. I have an egg. It's like a black squishy egg that's kind of rough to press together. It's a very good anti-stress thing too. But if I do it too long for too long, my hands will hurt. Anniversaries are coming up. Ooh, anniversary time. Birthday. Yep. I have a rubber ball too. Yeah, I have this thing in it. Like, I have this egg, and if I work like do it a lot, then my hands just really, really hurt. So I shouldn't do that too much. I bought a whole set of here to strengthen, like from Amazon. It was pretty cheap. It was a finger strengthening kits for music kids kit for musicians and whatever. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should do that. And half of the stuff I just can't even press. When we started dating and engagement. Oh, yeah, Tiff and I have an anniversary too this year, actually. I spent more. I mean, we have one every year, but this year it will be 10 years. And Fallen, I try, but my friends always bake me a cake or do something. It's rarely on the actual birthday. Here's your birthday cake. It's not my birthday. Doesn't matter. Here is your birthday cake. That's actually quite sweet, though. Damn. 10 years. One time it happened to be a month earlier. I like when you're like, oh, I don't really like my birthday, and your friends just randomly bring you cake. That is pretty awesome. I think that's pretty great. Like, not even close to your actual birthday. Just like, here's your birthday cake. It's not my birthday. I know, but you don't like your birthday. So here's your birthday cake for whenever your birthday is. Because I was in my hometown and I was coming back home a little after capitalism. Yes, capitalism is. I still do like Christmas though. I like the idea of having a time in the year where you think, okay, what could I gift someone? And they were like, since you won't be here for your birthday, have a cake. Nice. That's sweet though. Are you planning something special again for your anniversary, Fallen? Like when you made the or commissioned the drawing and the Lego thingy? I forgot what's the third part. It was a three pieces thing. I don't forgot the third one. Christmas will be. It will be, that is true. Crotchet. Oh. Nice. That's the last one. Is the next gift. Is it the last one or just the next one? Fallen is 80 years old, confirmed. I don't think Fallen is crocheting himself. But aren't we all at least 70 in our minds? Sitting at home. I mean, probably not, but you know, I am. Then I found the shelf that all three will go on. I see, I see. You give me too much credit. I'm probably 100. I mean, that's fair. I was about to say we can't all be as young and fresh as I am, but that would be a lie. I'm not that old, but I'm not fresh. I am usually tired. Dum, dum, dum. The freshest Dinami, that's me. I will then make a background, so Sunny's drawing will have drawn trees around it. The Lego will have a Lego park around it, and I'll have crotchet trees for the third. That's amazing. It will be super beautiful in the end, I'm sure. Just a very beautiful reminder. Should I make hair here too? That frames it a bit better, probably. Yes. Crochet trees, I've never seen that. Oh, you can crochet everything. I've seen like people doing the wildest stuff with it. That's really amazing. Thanks for the save, Fallen. I shall save. So the whole another world theme is more noticeable. That makes sense, yeah. Will look pretty good in the end, I'm sure. Okay. With this, I can start painting actually over it. Yeah, I need to think of Christmas gifts. So I don't have to rush this year because I don't know how other people do it or like if they like obviously only when they celebrate Christmas, but I am the last minute person. I am like it's 1 week before Christmas, I need gifts. And it's every year very stressful because I'm not the only one who's getting last minute gifts. So I should start thinking about this a bit earlier now. Would probably be good. And less stressful. Ah, we have the next ad break. I don't know if you, like I figured out you don't see this, but in like it says like uh an ad will start in 1 minute, so we're gonna make a break soon again. But the thing is, it says the ad will start in 1 minute, but it doesn't really start in 1 minute. It starts like a little bit later. But so you know, we're gonna stretch and walk around in about a minute again. But then I like people don't get a random ads anymore. Hopefully, I hope that works now. Twitch ads is very weird. Stretch, yeah, stretch and walk around. It's actually pretty good if I do this. I should do this like regularly anyway. but I don't. I forget every time because I'm like drawing, right? And I'm like, got something else to do. So now technically it should start the ad. There is no, it doesn't tell me that the ad has started though. So I assume it's not started yet, but then I'll get a screen with, hey, now the ad is running for 3 fucking minutes because that's the thing you gotta take. So Twitch is no longer running any other ads. Oh, wait, no, it does run. I am so confused about this. So stretch. Okay, it told me that the ad is over now. But the ad hits now. Can confirm. Okay. Okay, that's good. So it does not lie that it makes ads now. I'll be back in a bit. Until then, fallen. Um yeah, I've had the problem, or like people had the problem that they got pre-roll ads, which I really don't want. But if you run 3 minutes of ads per hour, you have no other ads in your stream, and now I get a announcement when they're coming up. So it also helps me to get up and stretch a bit and don't shrimp too much, which is also good. But yeah, I wanted to test that out. I set it so that in the starting screen will like right when the stream starts will be one, because honestly there is not much going on yet. And then every hour. I think for now it works kind of well. I just need to get used to it. Uh, the only thing that's a bit unfortunate is that I completely forget what I was talking about before I got up. But that's nothing new. Oh yeah, Christmas gifts. I think it's October, so let's talk about Christmas gifts. Perfect time. I think it's false hope to think that I would buy them in time. I will be like, it will be the 22nd and I will be running through the city and getting the last stuff. That is what's gonna happen, and I know it. Hmm. But I think my little thanks to heal started Sketchtober is going pretty well. I am getting faster. I don't know. I still call it a sketch. It's like more sketchy painting now. It kind of evolved to that. I'm not sure why, but it's just what happened. I think it's pretty good. It's very stressful though. In like I need to do this every second day. I'm pretty happy that I wasn't like, okay, we gotta do this every day. Because I don't think I would have made it. But I'm getting better and better drawing from reference, obviously, portraits, which is nice. So if you have any character to recommend that I should draw, like person, feel free, because I need, from all I've counted, every second day, and I started on the first one, it should be 17 paintings in the end. So I will need a bit of inspiration. But I will find that. That's not a problem. But I thought it's like, okay, every second day October it will be like 15, but apparently why, because I started on the first, will be a bit more. Interesting switch in music. Okay, I gotta think for a second so my eyes are aligning. One day I'll get better at talking and thinking at the same time. Not today. Also, I'm still not sure how to portray a blind eye the best without it looking like heterochromia. Because it needs a pupil, it just needs to be not as visible. But yeah, I'm looking forward to do absolutely nothing this weekend. It will be glorious. This last weekend was this very social, lots to do. This weekend isn't, and I'm so happy. I mean, it's not quite true. I still need to clean and stuff, but I don't need to go anywhere. Also, I've got new shoes because this year I was smart and got something else than sneakers for winter and fall, so I don't have wet feet half of the time. The only thing is I don't know if anyone knows that problem, but I've broad feet at the front and my oh god, what is it in English? The back of your foot. Ba, 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 ba. The heel, yeah. My heels are very small. So I usually have the thing of I like the shoes fit in front, but they don't fit in the back. They are too big. So I have blisters like hell on my feet right now. Bleeding a little bit, maybe. I got a blister in a blister. At least it looked like it. I don't know if anyone ever had that. But it looks like you're running a blister on your blister and looks kind of disgusting, but you can't stop touching it because it's funny. But then it hurts. But that's what I achieved this week. My achievement for this week. Okay. Just put this on and make a multiply layer out of it. But yeah, the new shoes are pretty, but they do hurt a little bit. I have this with every pair of shoes though. Like it doesn't matter which one, except for sneakers because they are very nice and like wearing comfort. They never fit, and always, 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 I have bloody feet until my my heels adapted with a lot of thick skin. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I like going out with this would be not super smart anyway. But I have three, like two comics and one manga I want to read. So I can maybe this weekend I'll actually do it. Cause I ordered or I bought I don't know if the manga has like an English title. I don't think so. But it's a, I don't know. It's a slice of life, and it's about two guys that um, were together in school, and then while they were in university, they lost they lost contact, and then they meet again. And after that, when they were both working and decided to move in together because they think it's a good idea, but they are not, like, it's about like they're not a couple, but they're also more than friends. And it's a little bit about like having like, I don't know if platonic is the right word, but like a relationship that is not like described with like one word, if that makes sense. So that will be interesting. I think if you translate it in English, it would be like Beyond Words. I have no idea what the Japanese title is though. But I'm looking forward to that. I mean, it's obvious. It's just the first book that's out, and I read it in German because I get it cheaper in German. And then I have I think it's two translated for French comics. One is about like, one is called After Midnight, which is about a man living in a big mansion with his son, and he's an insomniac, so he's awake the whole night. And I think it's like a little bit spooky in that mansion. And it has like, I only bought this because, you know, when I say never judge a book by its cover, I do. I only bought this because the cover had such a great contrast between red and green that I wanted to have it. Wait, I can show you. It's really, really great. One second. I don't know if this has actually like a reference in like another story beforehand. That could very well be. And this is just a comic adaptation. Where's my image? Oh, I put it onto the layer. But you see this? Like this. Okay, this is a bad, like it's a bit pixel, but it has like this great, wonderful, wonderful green and reddish contrast. So I'm very curious. It gives off a very, and not super creepy vibe, but a little bit of spooky vibes. And I really, really look forward to read that. Grace, thank you for the 44 months. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? Are you getting ready for your day? How is Outer Wilds? I saw you streaming when I woke up. Oops, I accidentally ate my bicycle. Uh-huh. That is an achievement. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 44 months. I'm not quite smart enough for that game, but we'll beat it eventually. Outer Wilds is not easy. you gotta find out stuff one after another, and then it will all come together. Also, you had like a very long break in between playing it, right? When you first started it. So you probably forgot what already happened. I would have. I just saw you like streaming or like the past couple of days, and it's like 6 a.m. in the morning for me, and I'm like, oh god. And then I gotta work, and I can't watch it, and then I'm sad. But you've been like streaming a different game every day this week, right? How was Visage? How did you like it? I thought it was terrifying. I don't know which chapter you played, but when I played it 2 years ago, I thought it was very scary. Don't like going through the darkness. I remember most of it. Visage is more frustrating than scary. Oh no. Did it make you angry? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, your streams are always right when I'm waking up and getting ready to head to school. Yeah, that's the same for me. Like, we have the time zones are now really bad. It's complicated. I don't want to make this too dark. Too less saturated, but also not too saturated. This will be taking a time. Yeah, but I hope your uni day goes well and you have fun learning something. Just a 2-hour lab today. I'm gonna make a coffee. Like, oh god. That's 2 hours of lab. Not happy with the shade. If we put this on multiply, oh, then it's red. Ah, right, I put the eyes on the same thing. I'm an idiot. Coffee time, caffeine, our beloved substance that keeps us awake. Okay, just gotta start the process. Believe in the process. It will look horrible until it looks good. I figured that out with the sketch practices I did. Like, they look terrifying in the between, or look like Squidward, like GigaChat Squidward. And then you paint, and then you match, and everything will work out. Top of the morning to you. Good morning, Wellmount. Hope you're doing well. What do you prefer, actually? Is it FBI or Wellmount, or is it your loudness? Hope you're doing well. Hope your morning's going well. Or is it not morning? I'm just saying that. We're gonna put an overlay over this with a bit of red, so it looks more like skin and less less desaturated than it does right now. Cause that's a bit the problem. The majestic, glorious Velmount, or FBI for short. Ah, yes. Of course, that's the short. Makes sense, makes sense. Yes, yes. I see, I see. We too far for Valmount now. We are. We are. Yeah, this needs some reddish tones in it later. This is too muddy. But we'll fix it. We fixed it. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm reading like this not romance. Then the one I'm just talking about that had the nice cover with the nice contrast and like a little bit spooky looking comic, and then I have also one comic that is called Green. It's also I think originally French. For some reason, I really like the comics, like the French comics. At least this year, from what I saw, and it's about people. I guess it's translated into green, like it's green in German, just green, and it's about people becoming one with plants, and like it's a plant mutation, and it's about accepting this or fighting against it. I'm like looking really forward to it. It's also as a great cover. I know I talk about covers, but covers are like kind of important for me. Wait. Just need to find the right one. Can show you. I'm definitely not stalling drawing at all. I don't find a cover. Oh well. Can't show you. But hey Nami, quick question. Can you able to draw Spider-Man and not the movie one? I mean the comic one? I asked most of my artist friends and some of them have hard time because Spider-Man weird body poster. With the reference, I could draw it probably, yeah. I mean, like the classic Spider-Man pose sitting on top of like a gargoyle wall, something. Is that what you mean? Or like swinging? Or like sticking to a wall? I don't know what the classic comic one does usually. Oh, maybe. I see what you mean, I think. I mean, it's tough. It's Spider-Man usually, especially on comic covers, is displayed as very dynamic. Yeah, I've looked it up now. Like the thing is, okay, so I have one thing. Forget Spider-Man. What you really need to do is Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Okay, I have one comic cover here, for example. It's Ultimate Spider-Man. It will do now that's Amazing Spider-Man is a better cover actually for this. While I think it's tricky. So this is the Amazing Spider-Man cover. It's a very dynamic pose, Inami. Spider-Man has a giant robot. Forget everything else does it. I didn't know. I will look it up in a second. I think the problem with this is it's very dynamic. You really need to get the dynamic like the proportions right so it looks good. And also this is classic American style comic with like thick like very high contrast, and like the anatomy is actually pretty good and overdone in quotation marks. It's very focused. The posing is on point. Yeah, like this is it's a great cover, and like I don't know, I think I could draw it, yeah. If I have a reference, obviously, not without. I couldn't draw something like this without reference. And now, what is Spider-Man with a giant robot? American style comics have usually like big muscles. Spider-Man. I. What is this? What is this? It's Japanese cat on Spider-Man with Megazord. Imagine how bad the Spider-Man suit must smell. Maybe Spider-Man doesn't sweat. That exists for real. Nice. It's beautiful. Uh, but yeah, with reference, probably I could draw Spider-Man. As good as the people who draw the Spider-Man covers, obviously not. But I think I could draw it. Mind you, his giant robot is older than Megazord, so Megazord is just a knockoff Leopardon. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I don't, but you know. Technically, Sentai robots, all that since Megazone are based from them. Oh, yeah, and now I'm out. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should draw Spider-Man at some point, or like try to imitate that, you know, that classic comic style of like of that, because they are pretty good. Darker. But the Megazord itself is from a show from either 89 or 99. I don't remember, but it's still the late 80s and early 90s period. That's the one I mean. Spider-Man is from the 70s. But maybe just the show, not the... I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I have never heard of this before. One thing I've heard, like this year, there is like there were released a lot of the absolute Superman, absolute Wonder Woman, absolute Spider-Man stuff. I don't know if it was an absolute Spider-Man one, absolute Batman, absolute Wonder Woman, and like stuff like that came out, and people were like, these are actually pretty good. I haven't read them. Sentai shows are great, so tacky, so cringy. Nice. That sounds great. DC Absolute is the best. I've heard that from a lot of people that they are really, really good. Which surprised me, honestly. Because I'm not a big reader of DC comics, but I feel like they were like bringing out stuff like the same thing again and again, and like writing out, you know, their franchise. Batman is poor. Superman failed to save people and accidentally destroy cities. I see. So it is like more of a. I see. I see. But I only like Spider-Man and X-Men, so I can't be like all Marvel stuff is better. Poor Batman? Now that's changed, yeah. That's interesting, yeah. I'm usually neither really into Marvel nor DC. It's just not my jam. So it's the whole superhero stuff, right? I am really never I've never been a big fan of that. I don't know why. It's just never catched me as super interesting. But I do like I have a bit to do with comics in my work, and I really appreciate the work of drawing that is in those. Those people know what they're doing. They have They have learned anatomy. The big thighs, all muscles. Very good. So in essence, they took away Batman's superpower. I think that's a thing I've heard. Like, Batman is just rich. That's a superpower. But I heard that people don't. I don't have a real opinion in this. I just had like people say like everyone is like Batman just as rich and that's what he can do, but he's actually still a like super human strength buff guy, right? He still has like immense physical abilities that people tend to overlook. I heard. Is that true? I don't know. Yep, an absolute universe Batman's mother is alive, and the Wayne family is a normal citizen. Bruce is an engineer and makes his own Batman weapon by scraps. Alfred is a British spy or assassin. Superman was sent to Earth as an adult and failed to save everything because he doesn't know to control his power. Yeah, that makes like that, especially Batman makes it way more approachable, right? He's a guy who's like crafting his own stuff. So Alfred kept his original job, and Batman is just Spider-Man. I don't think so. I think it's still different, um, but it gives it a bit more relatable approach to Batman specifically. Because Batman is just a rich guy, and not just a rich guy, but is like is a rich guy with a Batmobile and like Batmobile. Is it in English? I'm not sure, but and I feel like that's not perfectly working anymore, minus the powers. Much worse, he cut off his enemy with his axe, but he doesn't kill him. Wait, what? Okay, no big shadows. Batman will cripple you, but not kill you. Very accurate. I mean, that's fair. Kinda. You think Spider-Man Anatomy was bad until you see Absolute Bane? I don't think they are bad. No, no, no. I think the absolute opposite. They know the muscles. They just like really, really push it, right? I think it's done very well. It's just a lot. Talking about DC, I got a neat edition of an older story arc as a gift last year, but only now I get to start reading it. Nice, nice. Maybe I should read at least like one Batman and one Spider-Man comic just to see how it's like really it. But as I said, like the whole superhero thing is never been my thing. It's a Justice League story where the villains team up to beat the League and mostly succeed. They have 4 people gang up on Superman. I mean, Superman is quite something. Also, I need light. We need light or our tracking will die. So, there is light. Defeating Superman on a straight fight is basically impossible, so they had to cheat hard. I mean, yeah. But it's good seeing the villains working together for a change, yeah. I feel like that's kind of the thing with superhero stuff. It's also very black and white. The villains are sometimes just really not smart or not able to work together, even if they probably would, and stuff. And it's fine, right? It's there's nothing against this, but I think that's what never really caught me. And the thing is, probably there is a lot of stuff that isn't like this, but I wouldn't know it, right? Because I never got into the whole thing as much. These comics, like the one I'm reading, makes it clear that the villains from each superhero are not built to deal with them, and they are much better suited to fight other heroes. Yeah. But I guess you gotta fight what's in your area, right? It's not like they choose. I mean, they do, but you know. That's probably super interesting when they meet up and like actually make smart decisions who is fighting who, right? The only two heroes that fight villains from their own comics are Batman and Wonder Woman, and they both win. But everyone else gets wrecked. Well, the difference between manga and comic is superhero comic has too many universe storyboard and manga just one storyboard. Maybe, yeah. I the thing with like Marvel and DC is okay. So this is just my opinion. They made something very popular and very well liked with like superhero like Batman or whatever, and then they try to make this go forever. So you make another story and another story and another story and another story and another story. And then you have this universe, and then you have this universe, and then you have this Spider-Man, and then you have the Batman there, and then it's just not for me. It's just an endless thing and not as interesting to like, okay, just tell the story of this person. Just tell it. Also, manga ends usually. Let's not talk about Berserk. Yeah, that's different. Like, obviously, some don't end, but I like because it's more like someone has thought a story out for the character and then tells the story, and it's not like I'm making up stories to have stories. If that makes sense, I don't know, but that's just my perception of it. Obviously, they have to keep rebooting, yeah, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes it works pretty well, probably because sometimes you just want to like hear more about that, just hear more about that hero, more about that person, and then it works well. But I personally are just a fan of something that ends, that has an ending, and then it's a story that's been told. There's another difference as well. Meanwhile, Hollywood making multiverse in movies and anime making alien and shonen anime. Yeah, like the I think that's kind of a little bit the thing with I don't really watch them, but the whole Avengers thing movies, at least it okay. So this is what I heard other people talk about. Um, they were like, yeah, it's kind of always the same. It's just get uninteresting. Usually, manga is the work of 2 to 3 people, mostly the author with input from the editors, and the author is mostly telling the story he or she wants to tell. Yeah, and then like surely they have usually assistants that help them draw with background drawing and stuff. If it's a bigger mangaka, but they don't really have any say in the things they there to work, right? I mean, in a comic, you have like someone does the line work, someone does the lettering, someone does the cover, someone does the coloring, Yeah. For popular American comics, you have other authors iterating the work that someone started either a long time ago or not so recently. When they do those 10-year arcs, yeah. So it's not entirely original. Yeah, it's. I think this is just the same thing as how I prefer artwork in general. I like personal art of people a lot. I mean, fan art is pretty. Don't get me wrong, and I like to see good fan art. But when people do personal art, they put something of themselves in there. I mean, obviously in fan art still, but you know what I mean? It's like a bit more. What is this person if they can choose? What are they drawing? What are they showing? And the same, I think, is for me for stories. What is it this person wants to tell? And I think that's the same here, why it doesn't necessarily work as well for me. Which I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not my preference. But I am also super picky with what I watch and what I read, so you know. I think DC and Marvel work better when they do self-contained stories or when they do a really focused arc, like Day of Apocalypse in X-Men. Yeah, maybe this is just also a different workflow behind it. That could be. Where people can actually like put their ideas and make everything put together and not as other comics should learn from One Piece. It's almost 30 years old now, older than me. Yeah, I think One Piece should end at some point. I'm also not watching nor reading One Piece. I've lost interest. People still say, but it's pretty amazing and it's so good though. Probably, maybe I'm out. One Piece is as old as me, I think. Wait, when did One Piece start? One Piece is 1 year younger than me, excuse me. Shonen manga has that issue where the authors don't seem to know how to end their stories, so the endings are usually unsatisfying. I heard that about Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah. Yeah, they want to make something cool, right? But didn't think of where should this go, right? That's kind of the thing. That's what I heard. Or what they think. Thank you for the lurk, Aki. Hope you're doing well. I've learned today you can't eat chicken. Don't eat chicken. Don't be me, who's eating tomatoes even though she shouldn't. That's a weird way to greet someone. Hope you have a great evening, Aki. If you read basically every popular shonen like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, the ending almost always suck. Oh, Bleach went on a complete weird thing. That is correct. Imagine you want to know One Piece ending and the second time you feel empty when it's finished. I can count on one hand shonen manga I like the endings of. I don't know. I have an ongoing thing about Bleach with a friend who I'm like, yeah, but the beginning of Bleach is cool. And he's like, yeah, obviously the beginning is cool, but it's not ending like that. Naruto undermines its own message with the ending arc. I don't even know how Naruto ends, actually. Dragon Ball just ends. Bleach has like one good arc. But that was good. I'm curious how One Piece will end though. Like it's not like I'm not interested. I'm curious how this will end. But the question is when, right? Because I think they made Oda write down what the ending should be. So he's not like dying and then no one will ever know. Then the author tries to rehash the same arc over and over and makes it worse every time. Yeah, I really liked in Bleach, in the especially in the anime, the first arc. I really liked how this always like kind of mysterious and like the very beginning of Bleach, and the music was awesome. Um, I really like the hollows, and like, you know, you gotta kill them from behind the neck so you don't see the people beneath thing. I really, really liked this whole vibe that it had. I thought it was pretty good. Fun fact, Dragon Ball can't finish because Japanese is investing in Dragon Ball because it brings revenue for the Japanese economy. Yeah, sometimes it just makes too much money. Think in Bleach, it's always like this. Ichigo has no powers, either because it's the beginning or because he lost his previous powers. He finds out he's from some lineage that can use these special powers, then learns to use said powers, wrecks the villain, and then loses his powers. Yeah. I really, like, back when I watched it, I really thought Bleach ended after the first Aizen fight thing. And then he's just done, but it's not. And it's like, but why not? But why? Although I dig the music, yeah, but like, you know. Okay. We gotta make this a bit different. As I said, we will go over with an overlay to make this look less desaturated and give this more red, because the faces usually has more red tones in it. This will go and will work. Anime Bleach has too many fillers because the anime version skips too much content in season 1. I don't even know anymore, but Bleach was also one of these forever running shows, right? Like with 1,000 episodes. But I think like I'm pretty happy that filler episodes are like no longer fashion. Like in general. Like they are not as common anymore. I don't know if they are completely no longer there, but it's no longer like not as like, you know, the 1000s One Piece filler episode back in the days when you come home from school. I wonder where they take Dragon Ball now that Toriyama's gone. I never watched Bleach, I only read the manga. Same for Naruto, same for One Piece, and yeah, it didn't stop when GT was out. Dragon Ball G. I don't know what's running right now. He just gave his okay for them to do it and paced out. He peaced out. Yeah, yeah. He's no longer really involved anymore, or he keep. I mean, he's no longer here, but like, he wasn't really involved before that anymore. Most people hate Boruto anime, but Boruto manga is fire. I don't know actually. I hate it. I don't know. I saw only a few things. Like, but what I really hated is that Sakura and Hinata are just housewives and moms now. I am sorry, but why? But I had my big troubles with Naruto in that regard anyway. Like the female characters, I think is partially a little bit of a joke. I never bothered to read Boruto after Naruto ended. It was a good story. Nice. After they went through Naruto and Nami, I feel like they wanted to retire. I don't say that they don't want to retire, but the thing is, even then, like, you know, everyone has their big training arc and right and everything, and Sakura can fucking punch, you know, stuff through everything. And they still make her the healer. It's kinda, I don't know. And Hinata's like, oh no, Naruto, and I do everything for love. Same for Sakura. It's like, oh no, Sasuke, I'm gonna do everything. And it's like, what? Why don't we? Ugh. Maybe it's just a me thing. That could very well be. That's fine. Maybe it's just me rambling. That's just my problem. And also, obviously, it's been a long time since I watched or read anything of that, so maybe I'm a bit unfair here. Kishimoto was never great at writing female characters, no. And back when I was 12, I didn't care. I had I had shuriken and like kunai and threw them and made the Naruto run. Right? But now I'm a bit, you know, they deserved better. They just deserved better. Boruto actually switches place with from being Naruto's son to a rogue trader ninja. Sasuke trained him and Boruto acts like Itachi. Lastly, Boruto mastered his grandfather flying range. Interesting. To be honest, very few shonen authors write good female characters. Yeah. Which is sad. They could do so much good stuff. Okay. How do we do this? We need an overlay and give this woman blood in her face. Even Full Metal Alchemist, that I really like, doesn't do a great job, and the author is a woman. I'm watching with like friends right now Full Metal Alchemist, so I can't say anything about it yet. I will tell you once we've finished. I've never seen it. Brotherhood. Like the one from I have no idea when. It's old. It looks old. Like not the one there's one before apparently, I've learned, but it's Brotherhood. But I do think Soul Eater did great with her female characters. I didn't watch Soul Eater, but maybe that could be. Both are good, but Brotherhood follows the manga. Yeah. Like we're not far yet, so I can't really say a lot. The 2003 anime did want his own thing. Yeah. That's what I read, yeah. Wait, we gotta do this different. Also, we gotta have an ad in 50 seconds. Be prepared for another break. We're gonna have another break. Well, stand up and stretch. Get something to drink. Solid, I've never watched right now, and either. Maybe I should. But I'm not the biggest fan of shonen in general. Wait, I need something else. This needs to be different. Maybe we gotta paint some red in here. Hope not another iPhone ad. Tell me what ad you get. I don't see them. I don't know what the ad will be, but you have 10 seconds to mentally prepare for another iPhone ad. Or what did I get for a while? I think Soda Stream. Have fun in the ad. I'll be back. Welcome back from the ads. Did you all see the new iPhone 269 for just around $2,000? I have no idea. I don't get ads. Wait, let me pull one out of Uncle Iron's quote. You jest. Is it actually that expensive? I just saw a post somewhere that it starts somewhere at like the equivalent of $1,000 or something. But I got pixel ads for 2K. Oh god. I learned to redirect lightning to redirect ads. Nice. One piece I'm a little about. Wait, I'm spared from ads. I'm an immortal. You didn't get ads. Nice. Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, same author, have some great gals. So does Rurouni Kenshin. Interesting. I never read a lot of shonen. I just never did. Maybe I should. I need red in here. Get a good colorful shadow that's not super desaturated. Maybe I should have multiplied. Maybe that would have been smarter. I think it's so red. It's too much. But yeah, I don't know. Welcome back from the ads. Hope you got some water. Got some nice drink. What if I multiply? Alright, everything gets super red. No. Maybe I gotta redo a bit of this. Sad as small boy. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Friday evening. Any plans for the weekend? Anyone? I do nothing. This is my plan. It will be glorious because I did things last weekend. Or we had people going to a party. Who are you? What do you mean, who am I? What happened to Inami? Inami's still here. It's me, just in new form. Hello. I can move again. If you've been here last few months, I've been a PNG, but now I can move again. New name, new thing. Same stupid comments, shapeshifter. She's the same wolf girl. I've never been a wolf. I'm a cat. Hello, Scar. I hope you're doing well. We are trying to figure out to make the skin a bit more natural. Wait. No. Do the pendants working? And no, they are no longer here. There's no pendants on this character. I do not. We're not gonna have this again. Sorry. It's just this. You can take my glasses off if you want to. No, my SG27. I'm sorry. No more pendants. Too much rigging work. I am sorry. But it was fun as it lasted. For now, the only real redeem is like taking the glasses on and off. I want to make more hairstyles, but I'm just finished making this. So, you know, we gotta focus on other things a bit. Hope you're doing well. And I'm not a shapeshifter and I'm not a wolf. I am a cat and I stay a cat girl. Glasses off. Da-da! More glasses. That's true. I should make this glasses on and off. See? But this is how I look without glasses. But everyone is like, no, the glasses need to be on. I can only put on one. Or off. Jokes aside, nice new model. Thank you! Whose are you? Love the feathers. Thanks! And you can see my eye bags when I have the glasses off. And it's like, who are you? Wait, what? What do you mean? Still the same. Where did Inami go? I am here. I am a cat without glasses right now. Is trying to figure out how to balance out a dark red and a like browner skin tone, which is difficult because you know this is super warm color and super red, so this will make looks way more desaturated than it is, or than it should be, and this is why this looks a bit unfortunate. Where? What do you mean where? I am here. I never left. I mean that's not true. We had an ad break for a second. I wasn't here for that. I did get some new water. I was reasonable. I was responsible, getting myself some water. Yeah, but the next thing we're gonna work on is probably a be right back screen and a starting screen because I still have the same one, the only one I've ever. Is it the only one I've ever made? No, I had one before. I had one before. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Scar, and I hope you're doing good. Welcome to Friday. Mm. But yeah, to topics of shonen manga, I never read a lot of shonen. I saw Naruto and One Piece as a kid, and then One Piece went on forever, and Naruto, I saw the first season with all its 100 and something episodes, and then I kind of stopped out. I never really know how it ended. And what happened to my multiply layer for the eyes? Did I accidentally delete it? Yeah, that's unfortunate. No, it should be this one, but I deleted what's on. Okay, great. But yeah, like there is good ones. I just need to read a bit more. Now, first we watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then we go from there. I really, so this is my I don't know if it's rebellious or stupid, but I really didn't want to like Full Metal Alchemist because people are like it's so good, right? And always when someone is like something is incredibly super mega good, you're like skeptical. It's not true that I didn't want to like it, but I was very skeptical if it's good. Ah, that was not what I wanted to do. But it is really good. But old. I feel like the timing and the how it's made like technically is very old. But it is pretty good. It's very interesting, and I don't know where it's going actually. I don't know what the resolve will be, the big thing that will be going on. Looking forward to that. And yeah, and as I said, like I have my manga, like 2 comics I can read. I want to read. I will read at some point. I just gotta do it. Like they are lying there, and I just draw instead of reading them, which is fine. But I want to know what's about. And I'm still like I'm looking very forward to the manga with like a relationship, not about like the classic romance relationship and then things happen and stuff, just like but like a thing of we don't really know how to call this, but we can't live like it's not romantic, but it's also not um you know not just friends. I think that will be super interesting to read. I started. I have read the beginning, but obviously the beginning is just the beginning. Like there's not that much going on. Let me put some hair on, and then we'll see how this is going from here. So we have very dramatic music now. Also, I don't know if anyone is interested, like, is listening to this, but I'm like Critical Role, like the D&D group has started and campaign 4, and I'm committed to actually watch it this time. You know, from the beginning, because I'm not a person who's like watching all 200 episodes of a big D&D campaign. And for now, I really like it. It does not have the vibe of, you know, friends sitting on a table and playing together anymore. Which I think is honestly super fine. It works very well for me. But I think they have like an interesting next adventure. I am definitely looking forward to it. Okay, we need more contrast. I know when I draw this character, the character is called Elaine. When I draw her, every time balancing the colors and the values on this is like the most difficult part, because it's all very close to each other in terms of values. If I put gray on this is all very, very close to each other, which means we need more contrast every time. Did I say thank you when you said nice new model? I don't know. Probably a Jin and was talking about something else. Thank you for liking it. I worked long and hard on it. Yeah, we give the eye bags needs a bit more purple. Hmm. But yeah, the next big channel project will be either emotes or starting screen, waiting screen. The thing with emotes is I'm a bit hesitant to do them because I don't really draw chibis usually, but I want to make them myself. But I think I'll need to get some ideas, references first. Because we have a lot of slots. Obviously, I will not animate all of the things I can animate. And I do one thing after another. We'll take the time that we need. But I think this will be one of the first things. I want to have a Hello Wave emote, like a real one. I love wave emotes. I love hello emotes. And we need a bonking one. I am undecided. This looks very clean. I don't know if I like this. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. No, I'm in the wrong layer. No! This is the right one. Yeah, now we have a game for a spooky week. I need to find stories and something spooky to draw. The question is, shall we go? Okay, it's kind of cute Halloween vibes. But if I'm tending to want to make something extremely bloody. I think around that I'd draw my vampire OC. Something, I don't know if it's really horror then, I don't think so, but like something a bit more graphic. Let's mix some purple in there to make it look a bit more realistic. Obviously she won't have as heavy eye bags as I do, but a bit more. Okay, let's add the multiply again that I deleted by accident apparently earlier. Give them the effect they need. Wait, I'm a bad cat, huh? I'm a very good cat. Hello, hello. Did I forget something? Did I miss something again? I hope not. No cats are good though. No, every cat is great. Cats are awesome. I love cats. I also deleted my glow layer, didn't I? Oh no, it's here. Oh, what did I do? Okay, I didn't delete it. I clipped it onto something I showed you earlier. I see. That's what happened here. Okay, purple in the eye bags fixed a bit of stuff. What is this layers? Okay, let me delete some layers that I have here that I don't need. No, I'm a big cat fan. I also like dogs, but I wouldn't want to have a dog. But dogs are very cute. I also like bunnies. I also like, I don't know. I like almost everything. I'm not that good with like insects. I understand why people think they're cute, but I don't know. I think the eyes are too bright in comparison. Do I still have my black color layer? Yes, there's just below everything. Dogs, terrible creatures as well. Ah, yes. What do you think is not terrible? Yeah, the eyes are too bright still. What is a non-terrible creature, Vital, for you? Does that exist? The humble dessert. Ah, fair. Cows because they're pre-burgers? No! I mean, fair, but very cute. They lick your whole arm if you give it to them. Like this. No. Now it's too dark. Need a middle ground. Pigs too, because they're pre-bacon. Uh-huh. And chicken is also good? I assume then? Chicken also good, yes. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. What about goats? A bit stinky but good. I see. Uh huh. Not a fan. Not a fan of goats. No goat cheese. Ah, there's a goat cheese though. I see. I see. Okay, fair, fair, fair. I might reconsider. So everything that makes something tasty is good. Do I understand this right? Is that the logic behind it? Not a terrible creature. Birds are nice, even though they're all loud bastards. Birds are great. I follow a few bird photographers, and it's. I just really like how feathers look like, and how they, when they spread their wings and fly, how it looks like. I just think it looks very good. Food is good. Yes, yes. Birds are not pets though. No, no, no. It's like wildlife photography. I don't know. There's some people who have pet birds. But I mean, like, I don't know what's it called in English. Oh goddamn, I only know bird names in German. But yeah, some cruel people. I have no idea if bird keeping is good or bad. Couldn't tell you. I know that having fish in an aquarium is quite bad usually, especially if you have like tropical or some specific fish that people keep on buying that they are not like, when they're like not, they're just taken out of the ocean and people buy them and then they are dying because you don't have, like, we don't have an actual possibility to keep them in enclosures and they just die. Ornithology. Yeah, that's the bird science thing watching. I just don't know bird names in English. I know them in German. Birds are meant to be outside, even if if nature is constantly trying to kill them. I mean, it's like domesticated animals and like saved animals. It's like a bit different, right? Because if you save an animal as a baby, it doesn't know so most of the time what to do then. I think it's a bit different with pigeons though, isn't it? Isn't that why pigeons are still like in the cities? Because they are actually like just abandoned birds, pet birds. No one keeps pigeons anymore, but they need humans to survive because they are meant for that. Or is this just a random thing I read somewhere and it's actually not true? But I like, I saw, yeah, I am a grandma at heart, but I do like bird watching. I do like going outside in the woods or in the park and there's birds. City has less predators. Yeah, but would you think you go out into the okay, so you're making a walk outside into the forest, right? Would you imagine a pigeon just living in a forest? I don't know. I am not a bird specialist. No, not here. Yeah, I mean, okay. Here, but here also not. Like I don't know where do pigeons live in forests? They make nests in big parks. Yeah, but it's always close, right? But I'm not a bird specialist. People who are know that. And I also don't know if keeping birds as pets is good or not. They seem to be happy, at least a lot of them. We're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. Happy? They're animals. Animals have emotions too. They don't get happy. Obviously, they do. They are either alive, starving, hurt, dying, or dead. I would strongly disagree with you there. Those other movies, no. I am strongly disagreeing with this statement. Okay, we're forming a face out of this. Slowly but surely. Still needs more red, but it's getting better. Redder and redder. Yeah, the thing is, okay, I said it like, the thing is, because the red around is very strong, the red in the face needs to be strong so it doesn't look like gray, you know? If you zoom out, you see it. It's a bit too desaturated, everything like communism. Yes. Perfect. You've gathered my secret message in this character. It's communism. Damn it, I thought it would take longer for anyone to get to that message. Oh no. Now we gotta need something special new. Now you figured it out. She isn't buffed enough to be a Gerudo. She is pretty buff, actually. I never drew the full body, but this character is supposed to be pretty buff. It's just in this, it's just like she has a lot of clothing on. But this is a character who should have lots of muscles. Not yet though. Haven't drawn that. I want to make character sheets at some point for all the OCs, so I draw them constantly the same. But you know, I want to do a lot of things. And we are only a cat girl after all, who needs to do one thing at a time. Okay. But it's also after 7 p.m. and we're gonna start our Friday now. I mean, the Friday has started already, but it's time for end of this. I'll continue drawing this next time probably. It's still 2 p.m. though. Ah well. I am in the future though. So, we're gonna head you over to Sunny. Sunny has still a charity going on and is playing until dawn, which is very scary. Just time for me to wash my hair. Hair washing time. So yeah, please say hi to Sunny. Sunny is doing a wonderful, wonderful charity once more, and that's a pretty great thing. And she's playing until dawn. It's very scary. It was very scary for me. Like I had to. I'm not very good with body hurting stuff. So yeah. Um, Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed the drawing, even though we gotta fix some things. And I see you on Monday. We either draw or we play Silk Song. We'll find out on Monday. Have a great week and bye bye.